Hello and welcome back to Radiant Dawn 0% Growths. This is Chapter 1-3, the Prison Escape. So, as with Chapter 1-1, our goal is to escape with Micaiah. Anybody else we escape with, we get bonus experience for. The escape tile is down here. There's a lot of enemies, and the enemies are tough, and yeah, this chapter is quite tough. Luckily, we do have a bit of help in the form of these yellow units. Theoretically, the goal is for the yellow units to escape, but in actuality, they make a very nice wall that we can use to block off some of the enemies. So, oh, I guess we've also got a new unit to talk about, which is Iliana. So let's do that. Iliana is, I guess, in a normal playthrough, her primary utility is for, at least for efficient playthroughs, is to transport stuff between the Dawn Brigade and the Grail Mercenaries. I have given no thought at this point to what I might do with that in this playthrough. Unfortunately, it's probably pretty important. Although I feel like the Dawn Brigade needs more help than the Grail Mercenaries, so maybe we don't send much. I don't know. We'll see. But in the meantime, I mean, she is actually one of the better units that I have right now, just in terms of dealing damage, because she does have 13 AS, which is significantly better than most of my other units. Like, Edward can get to 12 if he uses the Iron Sword, but then his damage output is pretty trash. And Iliana's 15 attack or 17 attack. It's not amazing, but it's alright. She's still not actually doubling most units, but she doubles some enemies, at least in this chapter. Thunder Magic, unfortunately, got hit with the big nerf stick from Path of Radiance. In Path of Radiance, it was the highest might tome type. Now, I want to say it's actually even lower might than wind. I'm not positive about that, though. Maybe it goes wind, thunder, fire. I think that might actually be the case. Regardless, I mean, the idea is that it's effective against dragons, but it doesn't really come into play too much. So it's unfortunate that she starts out with, thunder effectiveness because level 1 mages in this game can only use one of the 3 types. It's unfortunate that she starts with thunder, given that it has lower might. And also lower accuracy. That's the other thing, is it's both lower in might and accuracy compared to fire. I think it's higher in might but lower in accuracy compared to wind. It does have some extra crit on it, so that's kind of nice. She can use the L Thunder without being slowed down. That's pretty nice. She is, of course, very fragile, 3 defense, though that's not super different from the rest of my team right now. So yeah, I mean, normally she's a candidate for early promotion, just because you get a Master Seal, and she's not a unit you're going to invest into in the long run, and most of the units you do want to invest into in the long run, you want to use BEXP to give them levels. So you don't want to super aggressively use the Master Seal on them. So on somebody like Nolan or Jill, you don't necessarily just want to instant Master Seal them. But in this run, I don't really think I'll be using a Master Seal on Iliana. We'll see. Anyway, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to have Micaiah come over here, and she's going to direct the yellow units to go over here. And the reason for that isn't because we actually want them to go over there. In particular, it's just because it gets them to move in the way that I want them to move. Specifically, we've got... let's talk about them a little bit, actually. We got Amy here, and then we got Kurth. So Amy is not very durable. I mean, she's more durable than a lot of my units, but she's still not very durable. Kurth, however, has a ton of HP, a ton of defense and res, is very durable, as, befits his secret identity. No spoilers, though. So, we want him, in front. And by in front, I kind of mean in back, because what we want to do is block the enemies coming from this side. But because Amy starts in front, we want to direct them this way so that Kurth ends up being the one in front when we direct them back this direction. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Anyway, okay, so Kaya comes across, and then we're going to have Iliana come over and shove her. And that's going to put her in support range of Soth. It's going to come up and take this guy out. and hopefully not get hit. That's one of the reasons we want him in, or Micaiah in support range, rather. And then we're going to bring Edward over and trade Micaiah the Thani. I'm also... No, that's all I'm going to do. Never mind. I was thinking of something I'm going to do next turn. Okay, so, and then Laura is going to come over and shove Iliana. The shove isn't really that important, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something productive. And then we're going to rescue drop Laura across these thickets. So yeah, what we end up with is Kurth in that... The spot where Kurth is right now is where we want him for basically the entire chapter. Unfortunately, he actually got hit twice, which he doesn't usually. It probably won't matter, but he's pretty dodgy in addition to being durable. Alright, so now we are going to break this door down. Luckily, axes are super effective against doors, and so Nolan is able to do that in one hit. Then we want to... Let's see. Yeah, we're actually going to have Soth come up and attack without Micaiah's support, which means he does need to use the card. And the reason we want to do that is because we want to do some shoving with Micaiah. So we're going to have Edward come up here. He's going to equip the Wind Edge. He's going to trade Soth his herb just in case he needs that in exchange for the door key. Shove Soth. Oh, wait. Oh, oops. I forgot to trade Soth the Bronze Dagger. It doesn't really matter that much, but it's annoying. Alright, and then Micaiah is going to come up here and trade Edward her herb and shove him forward. Oh, we also need to redirect here, so we're going to just do that. And then we're going to have Iliana. Okay, so Iliana can actually potentially take this guy out. She doesn't. That's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. Just something for her to do. And then Laura is going to come up and shove Micaiah. Just going to bring Leonardo over here. Alright, so this guy will very nearly... Oh no, Edward! 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 You gotta be doing me like that, Edward. Earth, stop getting hit. Okay, so now, we need Soth to take this guy out, and he will probably need the card to do that. We would ideally like Micaiah to be in support range, but the problem is, well, we might need Micaiah's damage to hit this guy now that Edward frickin' missed. An idiot. So, and Soth gets it. That's okay, that's why we traded him the herb. Okay, so now, gonna bring Nolan around and see what... 65. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's your... You can do 14. Edward can do 7. That's not enough. Leonardo can do enough, but his hit rate... I think what we're gonna do here... is have Micaiah attack. We need to get Micaiah out of the way so we can heal Edward. Laura. Do we use the Iron Sword? It's 14 attack, right? So yeah, that'll be enough. Alright, now we use the Iron Sword. Let's try this. Oh, Nolan, no. Okay, thank God. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and take that guy out. And Amy might run in front of Kurth here. Yeah, it's okay. We'll get her out of the way soon enough. Sylph's just taking damage. Ow, says Amy. Okay, so now we need to direct... Amy back. Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Thanks. Alright, meanwhile, let's see. Alright, we're gonna put Iliana up here and unequip her tome to lure Aaron to attack her so that we can recruit with Laura. Actually, there's not another guy with a javelin over here. I mean, this guy, or is it this guy? Aaron might go for Amy. It'd be nice to heal. Well, should have retargeted the spot last turn. Coulda, woulda, coulda, but I didn't. Yeah, I guess we're just not gonna do that. That's fine. Hopefully, this guy will step forward before Aaron does. I think he will. I think he will. Okay, so then we need to lure out this guy. So Soth, you would... Let's see, you're gonna have... You're gonna need that. Okay. Oh, wait, actually, that guy's got... That's the one with the javelin. Right. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Just realizing... thinking this guy was the guy with the javelin, and this guy was the guy with this without, but no, it's the other way around, so it doesn't actually matter what weapon Sylph has equipped. Okay, so then we want Micaiah in support range, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is not in range of the boss, which is important because she would die horribly. And Nolan we can put back here. Have him also use a vulnerary. Edward we're going to put over here, which is just out of range of the boss as well. And we'll come around here. Yep, okay, that guy steps forward. Good. So, despite some undesirable things happening, we're in good enough shape to come and talk to Aaron, recruit him, heal Iliana. And now we need to redirect again. That. So we got Aaron. Aaron is... What do we say about Aaron? He's a unit that, like, can actually be worth investing in if you're not trying to play quickly. He's got very unbalanced growths, which is really good in Radiant Dawn for BXP abuse, because you can pretty easily cap out his strength, skill, and defense, and then once you do, you can BXP to basically guarantee that he's going to gain speed, which he otherwise has has a pretty low growth rate in. But if you're trying to play fast, he starts out just like pretty low level, pretty like underwhelming bases, and also has the problem of only having D lances, which I want to say means he cannot use steel lances. Yeah, it does mean that, which is a pretty big problem because his damage output with an iron lance is pretty poor. So, yeah, I mean, normally, if you are trying to play fast, he's not very good. I mean, it looks like he should be tanky because he's got 11 defense, and that's like, oh, that's pretty good, right? But the problem is, 10 speed is not great. He pretty quickly gets to a point where he's getting doubled by enemies. And 24 HP is not good either. Like, if you compare him to Nolan, he's only got 2 more defense, and he's got... he's got 5 less HP. He's got the same speed. But the thing is, like, in a normal playthrough right now, Nolan has gained some level ups and has probably surpassed some of those benchmarks. So yeah, no, he's not actually like probably as tanky, let alone tankier than Nolan, and his damage output is quite a bit worse. So yeah, just altogether, he struggles. Now, in this playthrough, I'm probably going to have to try to make use of him because, well, I mean, he's probably going to do better than Edward for the most part, for example. Like, he is tankier than Edward. Like, there's no denying that. So, I mean, we'll see what comes of that. But, yeah, that's... I mean, he's certainly not going to be anybody that I use in the long run. Like, it'll be, you know, he'll... Like some of these other units, he'll be somebody that I get what use I can out of him in the early chapters and then bench as soon as I have the opportunity. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead, I guess, and attack this guy, because, like, why not? And we're actually going to come down here like this and rescue Amy just to make sure that she stays alive, even though I don't think any of these guys have ranged weapons, but, you know, why not? Alright, now to more important things. We need to try to take out this guy. And to do that, we're going to start off with Micaiah. And then, unfortunately, Leonardo does no damage to him. If I had that steel bow, he would, but... assuming he has C rank and can use it. Actually, he couldn't, so never mind. Edward does do 1 damage. However, he probably dies. Let's see. Well, actually, let's see. 21 is 5. Yeah, he does actually survive a longbow, and we can actually shove him with Nolan. The idea is we're going to take this guy out and then we're going to put Soth here and he's going to kill this guy. That's the idea. So if we do that, if we shove... Oh no, we can't shove him with Nolan. And so then potentially the boss goes after him and this guy with the steel bow. Yeah. The problem with using Nolan, of course, is the hit rate. Actually, 80 is not too bad. I guess we just go for it. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. We gotta use the card. Again. Alright, so now we're gonna come down and shove Micaiah so that she is not in range of the longbow guy here on the arrived, or seized, whatever tile. And Leonardo, you don't really have much of anything to do. Now, unfortunately, I didn't even mention the boss has a discipline scroll, and I would like to get the discipline scroll, but it's not really any opportunity. He runs away like that, and there's just like no way to get to him. Not to mention that we need Soth to take out the longbow archer on the seize point, escape point, whatever the heck it is. It's basically the same thing as Seas, except that you can also escape with other people. I guess it's thematically different, though. Alright, so obviously we're going to be clearing the way with Soth here. And then we're just going to start getting some bonus XP for escaping. Get out. Get out. Get out. And then up here, we might as well heal Kurth. And give a kill to Iliana. I suppose we could throw a javelin at somebody. For weapon EXP. Bang. Here you go. And Micaiah gets out as well. There you have it, the third straight chapter in a row to be completed in 6 turns after a 7-turn clear of the prologue. So yeah, it's boy, these are tough chapters to clear quickly. Like there's just my units are not strong and the enemies are, and you just really got to be very precise in your movements. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy that. I think it's the early game of some of the other playthroughs was a little boring when it would just be like Seth or Marcus just like crushing, or Titania crushing everything that stood in their path. So I mean, I do enjoy the challenge. But yeah, next chapter, chapter 4 or 1-4, that's gonna be a doozy, I imagine, with unleveled Nolan and unleveled Edward. I don't know. I think it's it'll be interesting. But you can check that out next time. So until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.